1 second, everybody.
Good, good.
Hello. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't type right now. Yo, what's up? Guys, is the game too loud? I can't tell. I have my headset turned down. Thanks, guys. Your skin hurts. If you can't tell, I'm sick. And so I'm kind of just sitting around today, and I figured I would just do a little stream. And I'm just gonna cruise around. I'm not gonna be on for very long. Oh man, well, I should probably change the where I have the chat, because right now I have to look over, I have to take my eyes off the road. Also, hopefully this looks okay on the stream. I've never streamed DCS before. It sucks ass, and I'll just never do it again. Oh god, turn that off. Here, hold on, let me change where the chat's at really quick, so I can actually see it. Happy 12th birthday. How'd you know? TikTok ban day? I thought that was the opposite. Alright, yeah, so I figured I would come up on here and just do, I don't know, just cruise around, say hey. People keep saying I should live stream, and I never end up doing it. Are you supposed to understand what's going on with the subtitles? It's funny. I like to think that there's a select few people that watch my videos that can't, like they're deaf or something like that, but they still enjoy them because of the subtitles. Did I get anything for my birthday? I got this moment chatting with you guys right now. Yeah, I figured some people were saying we should do a Q&A, and I wanted to have this set up kind of ahead of time, but just decided to do it impromptu. So if you guys have any questions or anything, any comments you want to run past me or anything like that, now's the time to do it. This is the South Atlantic map with the new winter textures. Looks very nice. If I'm looking away from the screen, it's because I gotta look over here to see the chat. It should be like it'd be cool if I could like pull up on one of the screens. Yeah, if only I could do live subtitles. That sounds like a lot of work. How long does it take to edit? Depends on the video, but typically 4 to 5 days on average. If you're looking for hours, yeah, it really depends on the video, but maybe 30 on average, somewhere in there. It really just depends. Micah Para, thank you, man. Birthday money. Very, very sweet. Thank you. Thoughts on the F-35? Yeah, I think it's cool. They've apparently said that there's a good amount of public data surrounding it, so I don't know how like perfect it's gonna be, like spot on, but I think it's cool. Honestly, I don't have a problem with them wanting to expand to other audiences. I think the more stuff they can introduce, as long as they do a good job of like upholding promises, as long as they can do that, then I think it's fine to introduce other things. Turning 45. Yeah, I probably sound like I'm turning 45 right now. I apologize. Once again, I'm sick. I don't know what exactly it is, if it's COVID or if it's just cold or flu or something, but I'm gonna fly into a mountain. Yeah, I was should probably not fly too low. How long for the year specials? That very much depends on what it is. For the Halloween one, that was kind of like an on and off for several months. And then the what's it called? The radio, that was kind of, we started that in like February and then didn't work on it for like a long time. Then kind of finish it up right around the end. Your birthday was 7 days ago. Hey man, happy birthday. Will I fly the F-35? Probably. There's so many modules coming to the game now, it's like I'm gonna have to start being a little more selective with what I get. VTOL stream with viewers? Yeah, that'd be awesome. We have actually been playing a little bit more VTOL recently, so. Top Gun, yeah. Except I'm nowhere near skilled enough for an actual Top Gun type mission. GPU and CPU? Oh gosh. Let's see, the GPU is a 3080. Let's see. You're asking me to bring up I built this computer a couple years ago. I haven't thought about this in a long time. Malakoda, I think that's how you say it. $5. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. How good is my computer? It's a couple years old at this point. So, I mean, it's still, obviously, as you can see, capable of running DCS pretty nice, but it's certainly not like the newest tech. Okay, I'm trying not to I'm trying to look at this and also at the thing. I'm trying not to skip over any questions. VTOL VR, yeah, definitely down to play some more of that. We've been looking into getting more mods, so like we were trying out the F-16 mod and the Gripen and everything, so we'll probably be flying that sometime soon. Let's see. Favorite aircraft for the game or in real life? In the game, I would definitely say the F4. I think it's the best modeled. I think it has the best flight characteristics and everything. Also, I just love the Cold War jets. So I'm looking forward to the Tornado. I guess the Eurofighter isn't really Cold War, but I love like European jets, even though we pretty much just fly American stuff. That's because I gotta get the other guys interested in doing it though. Would I join the Air Force if I got drafted? Well, if I got drafted, I wouldn't have much of a choice. I wouldn't mind it though. Well, okay, I wouldn't prefer to, but I'd rather fly Navy, to be honest. That's gonna frustrate some people, probably. Right, here, maybe I should do this and sort of see where I'm going. Yeah, this is DCS. They've done better and better at making the game look pretty good. I mean, I know this isn't a Eagle Dynamics map, but I know they updated the texture somewhat recently, and it's looking pretty good. Well, HOTAS, I use... So, okay, I actually get a weird setup. I've been kind of dodging this question intentionally because it's a little odd. But I use the X52, and I specifically use the Pro one because apparently the regular one's kind of buns. But the I use that for the stick, or sorry, for the throttle. But then I use the Thrustmaster Hornet stick. So like what you'd see essentially right here is what I have in my right hand. Sorry, I just got distracted by one of the questions. And then I have Thrustmaster pedals as well. So I have the X52 stick just right in front of me. I don't know. Here, I'm going to see if you can... That's me wiggling it around. And yeah, track IR for the head tracking. I've done VR, but I like to be able to zoom in, and just having the clarity is nice. I'm okay with paying taxes. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. What do I think about the F-16? I'm going to assume you're either talking about VTOL or this game, in which case I would say it's very cool. Can I do a Cobra? I might be able to. I'd probably crash if I do it, though. I don't know that I've ever actually done it, like, properly. I still get comments to this day of people saying, like, criticizing some of the TikToks that we didn't do it right and stuff, so I'm kind of traumatized by that now. Yep, today's my birthday. First person to guess how old I am gets the gratification of guessing it correctly first. Wife calls you Thrustmaster? Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, it's kind of funny that they have, like, Thrustmaster, and, like, if you see the word HOTAS but don't know what it is, you might think it's hot ass, so. Oh, you just got the X52? Nice. Yeah, I think it's a good, I used to use a, one that was given to me by a friend, and it had been used for a couple years, and so for the longest time, that was what I used. Oh gosh, now just all the numbers. Okay, I see at least one person got it right. Some people are, there's a couple correct guesses. I think I'm probably older than some people think. Somebody said 500. Very close, but not quite. Somebody's just listening, like, every number. I'm I am 24 years old. So, I feel a little old. But I think probably some people thought I was closer to early 20s. 99, yeah. Now it's just gonna be numbers the rest of the time. Well, I'm 24, and it's 2025, so damn unk, yeah, I know. So I was born in 2001. It's part of the last generation born before September 11th. No, I'm not serious when it says 12. No, definitely a AARP. I'm not that old. No, I'm just cruising around. There's nobody in here. I don't know. I was sitting around, feeling kind of sick. I was reading, so I decided I would just do a little impromptu stream. People have been asking for streams, so I figured I'd kind of dip my toe in. Okay, lower. Alright, you asked for it. When more VTOL? Probably soon. I don't really plan the videos out very far in advance. It's kind of just like whatever we're playing. So there's some videos, like, at least one person noticed that Rainbow Six video from, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago or something like that. That is very old. That the footage is from like a year ago. So, you know, sometimes we'll play something and then like that week I'll edit it and put it up, and then other times it'll be like I still have footage from like 2023 probably. What am I reading? Currently I'm reading Thunderbolt Kid by Bill Bryson, which I don't really read a lot of war books, so I just needed something to, like, you know, not be about like death and destruction. It's just a nice little memoir from when he was a kid, and he's a fun writer and everything, so. Oh gosh, see now I'm like, I wish I could pull it up on the screen. There's probably something I could do like on the screen to be able to see the chat easier, but this is track AR, this is not VR. Does Tony have a channel? No, unfortunately he does not. My dream job? You're looking at it. No, I don't know. Still trying to figure all that stuff out. I just figured I like making videos, so I'll just do that till I get tired of it. Oh, somebody asked earlier about DCS, like first full fidelity modules. If I had to recommend one, probably, I mean, I guess it depends on what you want to fly at the end of the day. I would say just pick something you're interested in. Don't listen to like, oh, this one's too hard. Because if you're interested in it, then it doesn't matter how hard it is, you'll figure it out, you know? The first one that I did was the F14, which I don't know that I'd necessarily recommend, but that was a couple years ago, so maybe it's a little easier now. For cheap head tracking, I know that you can use a webcam, and then there are softwares that essentially just track your face. It's like a Snapchat or like a TikTok face tracker type thing. I'm 24. Yeah, I'm old. I'm not that old, but I do feel a little old. 23 was like, damn, like I'm not, like I'm kind of leaving my early 20s, but now I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like I'm just an adult. OnlyFans when? Man, that'd have to be like a stupendous amount of money. DCS or VTOL? I would say if you're just looking for something to like just get into and you have VR, I would say give VTOL a try first. See if you're into more of the flight sim stuff, because DCS, I mean, it can be pretty intimidating, and I think a lot of people think it's a lot more of like a refined game than really what it is. Like it is kind of just a sandbox. I don't really play multiplayer except for when I'm playing with friends, so I like to make missions, so it works out for me. I think that's why I'm into games like Arma. Only Dan's, yeah. Keep talking on close. What the heck? If I had mods, they'd probably encourage me to ban you. Do you need a guide for the F-18? I would say you could. Some people say like, some people get really picky about it, that they're like, oh, you need to learn what every single button does. But at the end of the day, I mean, the experience is what you want it to be. So if you just want to learn like, oh, I just want to drop bombs on people, like you just watch a video on how to drop bombs, and that's perfectly fine. I'm all for just like play how you want to play, you know? I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh, I probably shouldn't look away from this. It's always crazy to me that people do this shit in real life. And that it's like these systems, although they're not perfectly modeled, it's pretty damn close. What year is this Hornet variant? Does anybody know off the top of their head? Probably like the 90s, right? Or like 80s maybe? Is Onward worth it? It's a cool game, but unless you have friends to play with, I hear a lot of people complain that it's only like kids that are in the game, and like a lot of the servers are pretty dead. So I would say maybe get it on sale. Yes, I'm playing with the joystick. I'm using the Thrustmaster Hornet stick right now. Yes, the Eurofighter will be full fidelity, to my knowledge. Heebler is the one that's making it, I'm pretty sure. They're the same ones who made the F-14, the Viggen, the F-4. My mission right now is to just cruise around and have a super chill time. Best Arma 3 mod? Ooh, that's... I would say it depends on what you're looking for. If it's like units, RHS is up there in terms of like popularity. I really like the Blast Core mod. I think it gives the explosions and like effects a lot more life, or like any of the JSRS sound mods. Disgusting build. With a cat, your birthday is soon. Happy early birthday. Joke says, I just arrived. I don't know if that's like a play on your name or if you're just like announcing yourself like you're some like villain or something, but... Will I fly the F-14? Hell yeah. I fly it decently often. I think it's just tricky because a lot of the people that I play with are a bit more into the more modern stuff. Oh gosh. I believe Asher has a question that he wants to ask. How would you recommend playing with fighter against other people without... Oh, you're talking about like air-to-air stuff? Once again, I don't really play public multiplayer all that often, to be honest. I think, I don't know if I'm unique in that sense, but it's definitely, I think most people are like, okay, I got a module, let me hop into a server. I think that's where the frustration comes for a lot of people, is they buy a module, let's say the Hornet, and then they go to like, they see some of the more popular servers like Enigma's Cold War, and then they're like, hey, why can't I use this Hornet, and why can't I use the weapons? And even the F-14, like, at least the last time I was on there, they had a cap as to how many people could be using it at a time because it was kind of overpowered. So, I think they should probably, now I'm no business major or anything like that, but they should find other ways to monetize their stuff and like to allow people to play that doesn't require just buying the module and then hoping there's a server for it, you know, like maybe subscription-based services or something like that. Opinion on War Thunder. Oh man, I get so many comments about people saying to play War Thunder. So, I actually play War Thunder. I play a lot of War Thunder, but I play it by myself. And if you've played enough War Thunder, you know how much of a grind that game can be. And I've been playing it for actually over 10 years now. I think I started playing in 2014. So I've got a lot of top tier stuff, but obviously if you have like a friend that just wants to play, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for them to like buy a top tier tank if they're only going to play for, you know, a short while. Plus War Thunder is just kind of like, I don't know, that's just a game that I kind of play when there's nothing else to do. I don't know that it really gives the best, or it doesn't really give the type of content that I enjoy putting out. It's a little too arcadey, I think. Where am I flying? This is the South Atlantic map. And this is just, I actually have no idea where I am. I'm there. Just kind of flying through the mountains. And this is the winter, the updated winter texture, so it's like cold. Am I proud of my work on YouTube? I am very proud of it. I think, you know, obviously I can't take full credit for everything because without my friends being a part of my videos, they would not be anywhere near as fun or as worth doing. But I can look past, you know, the last few years and just be thankful at my hard work and my dedication to doing it. And, you know, I've always said that if YouTube shut down today and all my work was gone, that I could still be proud at the stuff that I've done. And I try not to worry as much about the numbers of like subscribers or money or views or anything like that, and just be like, I can look back at like a catalog. In a lot of ways it's a, you know, I get to see like my early 20s, my late teens, my early 20s with my friends. It's like a time capsule, you know, so it's definitely something I'm proud of. World War II planes are modern planes. I think they have, it just depends on what you're interested in. Now I love history, so I have at least a handful of the prop planes, and I'm very much looking forward to the Hellcat and the Corsair and everything. But, you know, I think it just depends on what kind of vibe you're going for at any given time. How much storage on my PC? A ton. Actually, it's not even that much. It's probably... let's see, I actually just added another external drive recently because, yeah, you can imagine the footage takes up a lot of space. If I had to guess, I'd say like maybe like 8 terabytes, maybe more, I'm not sure. I have an entire drive just dedicated to games, which if you play DCS you'll know is, you definitely need it. Hazardous, thank you for the donation, man, I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. Yep, you'll definitely see more VTOL. I can't guarantee when, but we've been playing it a bit and messing around with mods and stuff like that, so. Made a wheelchair from terminal bouncing on my boy. Fortunately, I have avoided uh, the wheelchair for now. Actually, speaking of, well, actually, I'll address that later, I guess. How long is your average raw recording? How long? So I think you mean like how long would I record in one session. So the way that I do it is I'll record, and then when something noteworthy happens, also I apologize if I missed any donations or anything like that. I'm absolutely not trying to. So what I'll do is I'll record, and then when something happens, I'll stop the recording, and then I'll start it back up. And then that way I know that, like, okay, within the last 30 seconds to a minute of that clip, I know that that's where that moment is. So it makes it a little bit easier that when I'm scrubbing through footage, I'm not like trying to remember where everything is. I know some people do like timestamps, or they can pause the recording, but I just do it that way. That way it also separates it into different files, so if it gets corrupted or something, you know, you don't lose everything. Beeman G, maybe sometime soon. We'll see. I don't currently have a plan on it, but you know, Beeman G is always fun. Favorite non-sim game? You know, it's funny because these days I really only play a handful of games. I've been trying to kind of expand more. If you've ever heard of the game Vermilion, I've been playing that. It's a VR painting game. It's really nice. It's relaxing. I suck at painting, but it's we've been playing that a little bit, and I've been playing a little on my own free time. But I mean, besides that, I don't know. I really do play a lot of simulator games now that I think about it. Now it's on your board right now. Okay. Oh yeah. The FCS will only allow me to bounce so much. How many hours do I have on DCS? I do not know. If I had to guess, it'd be over 1,000. Probably anywhere between 700 to maybe 1,100 at most. Can I take a picture of you? Yeah, sure. Here. Post up real quick. Here, let me get my camera out. Alright, looks good. I'll send that to you later. I saw somebody ask earlier about, what game was it? Somebody asked something about a game. Video on the F5? Probably not. I've heard it's, ever since they did the reskin of it, that it's been having a lot of issues. So if I do, it probably won't be until they kind of get that resolved. They have a BeamNG career mode? I did not know that. Euro Truck Sim. It's funny, we actually started playing Euro Truck Sim before we started playing American Truck Sim, because we didn't know that there was an American Truck Sim. And so we played that for a little bit. I think the recordings, unfortunately, are long gone by now, but... oh, Armorer Forger, that's what it was. Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, probably not. I like to make my own missions. And since Armorer Forger doesn't have an editor as of yet, to me it's kind of like, okay, well, if I want to just join like a massive multiplayer game, like I may as well just play like Squad or Postscriptum or something like that, or like Hell Let Loose. That said, Khan's been playing it a lot and he loves it. So, you know, if we do end up playing it, you can thank him for being the advocate for that. Would I play games with fans? Yeah, I definitely would. I have actually been looking into doing that. I think the biggest thing is I just don't want to dox myself or any of my friends. We originally wanted to do some like BeamNG or Arma, but it's just I'm not really sure how to do that without you know, just like revealing our exact location. This is just single player. I'm not actually in a server right now. I'm just cruising around. When do we get Cap Chili Radio Part 2? I wouldn't hold my breath. It's always fun, or it's fun to do those, but it's, yeah, it takes a lot of time. And the thing about it as well is you kind of have to be like very much in the mood for it. And if you're not, then it kind of just feels like the last thing I'd want to do is just have it feel like a copy of the first one. I think the first one was good. So I don't know, maybe in a couple of years. I do have, I try to have a big video or big something planned for the end of each year, and I do have something planned for this year, and it does involve Arma. So this guy just said crash. No, dude, my virtual pilot. Is the general still alive? That's a great question. I'm gonna be honest. Um, we did that Afghanistan map, and it was never my intent to have like okay, so I'll use the AI sometimes, like the pictures. It was never my intent for that to be like bad, but that video got a lot of criticism, which I mean, rightfully so. Like as a content creator, like I definitely understand why people are not big fans of AI. Um, but it kind of, I don't know, definitely made me feel like, damn, like I don't want to do that anymore. So I don't know, we'll see. I say that only because the general typically had some AI picture associated with it. Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. Now that I say that, don't ever count the general out. What am I talking about? Helldivers? Yeah, we actually we played that a little bit just recently, and then we've all kind of been busy. But yeah, I'd love to play that. We tinkered just a little bit with the new update and the new faction, so I'd love to get back into that game. Know how to play any instruments? Altimeter doesn't count. I thought you were gonna ask me to fly, just like looking down at first. I was like, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, actually, over the last year, I've been playing the guitar, and my dad plays guitar. He's really good. He's been playing his entire life, so he's kind of been teaching me. So I'm not gonna play it if that's what you're hoping for. Maybe one day. I've always loved the idea of just making something on each kind of creative medium that I'm proud of. So I feel like the videos, that's a good way that I could do. I'm a bit quiet. Should I turn myself up? Really quick, should I turn myself up? Yes or no, before I ramble on and it's too quiet and you can't hear me? Or should I just turn the game down? I have my headset turned down, so I can't tell if you guys are just getting like blasted by the engines. Or does that nah, so. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot what I was saying before. I'm getting like super distracted. Oh, about music. No way. Who just said play Vibrant Dawn on guitar? How do you even know what that is? That must be one of you guys. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna turn the mic up just a little bit. Let me not crash into the ground really quick. Actually, I'll just turn the game down. I think the mic is actually up all the way. Here, I'll just turn the game down. Just start hitting the gym, for real. Now, I normally work out. I haven't been able to as of recently, though, just because of being sick. And it sucks. I hate it. That's crazy. I want to know who is that just said play Vibrant Dawn on the guitar. That's like a Nardward moment. Excited for the Eurofighter? Absolutely, yeah. I love European jets, so that's definitely going to be cool. Although I think they're only doing the air-to-air. Like, they're not doing the air-to-ground at first. Let's see. Yeah, Helldivers, yeah, once again, we'll probably play that sometime soon. Do a funny. Oh, gosh. Is this funny? That was pretty funny. Does it go Bert? Yeah, I can turn the gun on real quick. Let's see if I remember how to. Yeah. I'm amazed that I can remember how to fly all these planes. Thank you for stopping by, Trio. And thank you for all the birthday wishes, everybody. I very much appreciate it. It's weird. It's just a weird time in life. If anybody's kind of similar age, kind of early, mid-20s, like, what that's kind of, it's odd, your entire life up to this point has very much been kind of directed. You've been told what to do, and then people that are older than you always say, like, don't worry about it, it'll all work out. But it's like that doesn't really help in the moment, you know. I should draw something on the cockpit. Oh yeah, I should have been flying the F4. I think that's only available in the F4 still. So every time, yeah, that'd be cool. Like I draw like a little, like a chat thing. I have to update it myself as well. Oh, it's your birthday, Jax? Happy birthday, man. I did this just for you. EF2000 or Panavia Tornado. I mean, if it were up to me, we'd be getting both this year, but I have a feeling that's probably not going to happen. Where can you find the radio? That should be, it's in the Discord, and it should be, I think, in the announcements channel. If you just scroll up a little bit, it was December 24th that it came out, so. Alright, let me try and rapid fire these. Demonologist. That's a game, right? I think I've played it? I don't know. Unless that was a different horror game that I'm thinking of. I thought you actually wrote dermatologist at first. Do you ever think about joining the military? I've thought about it, but I prefer to not. I'd prefer not to. Am I winning, son? Hell yeah. Because I'm here with you guys. Will I ever do a face reveal? My face is already out there. It's never been necessarily my intent to hide my face. I just was more of like critical on the way I look. And so I was like, okay, well, I got to beautify myself first. Top Gun flying. I got you, dog. This is where the crash comes in. But yeah, if you look at some of my older videos, you can find it. Or like, I think you can see my face in the Iceland video from a couple years ago. Again, I'm not really trying to hide it. It's just more so, I don't know, I make gaming videos, so it just doesn't really come up. Head tracking, use Track IR, which I've never had any issues with. I've had it for several years now. Yeah, the Eurofighter was added to War Thunder. Majority of my top tier stuff is tanks, though, so, and I'm like, you know, I don't know if I have the patience to grind out, like Germany, for example. If I wanted to do that one, the most recent plane I have on that is probably like a BF-109, so, I'm seeing a lot of comments about the F5. I'm assuming you're talking about DCS. Probably not, just because, once again, the fact that it's supposedly got some issues right now. But yeah, I mean, if they do like the World War II Marianas map, we'll definitely do like a Vietnam type campaign. We'll probably have the F5 for that. Got any Russian planes? I have the Su-27, the MiG-29. What other Russian planes are in this game? They don't have that many, to be honest. I know people are pretty excited about the full fidelity MiG-29. Do I find flying solo without a threat is satisfying? I mean, yeah, right now I kind of just wanted something to like just do, so it's not just a black screen. I think it's probably a little nicer to do in like Microsoft Flight Sim, just because it's a little more picturesque. But I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's whatever. Opinion on the Gripen. Very cool jet. I don't know if you're talking about like in real life or in DCS or in War Thunder, but yeah, I mean, wherever you can find it, it's very cool. I like that they're just very unique. You know, one thing that I guess I'm sort of critical about with American jets is it's like you fly one, you've pretty much flown them all. They're very similar. Do you use a joystick? Yeah, I'm using the Hornet, Thrustmaster Hornet stick right now. So it looks like that. Although I don't have it in between my legs, which some people may have issue with, but let's see. Funny Reddit, man. Oh gosh. Am I over on Reddit? Oh yeah, okay. So Mup de Graaf. How do you know who that is? That's Sam. I actually don't know if you wanted me to say that, but whatever. I mean, it's his music. Yeah, he makes music, and he's very good at it. So yeah, if you're a fan of his, definitely say something in the Discord. He would love that. Fellow snail victim, hell yeah. Subnautica 2. I saw the trailer for that. I never played the first one, but it always looked cool. I'm sure I could talk Nick into playing that with me. Fellow soulless War Thunder player. Yeah. You have to trade your life away for that. But I've been playing it for so long that it's kind of like when new stuff came out, it was just like the only thing that there was to grind, you know? So I got top tier that way, just through like the long haul. Favorite band, name a first pet, bank details. Yeah, you got a pen and paper? I got you. Do a flip? Alright. Is this a flip? Is this technically a barrel roll? I actually don't know. I also have like fuel tanks and missiles on here, so I'm gonna whip this thing around. I'm just pushing the stick all the way. Thank you, SMR. Is the Hornet my most used? No, probably the F4, to be honest. I fly that the most. How long has it been since I drank water? Guys, I'm sick. I drank water not that long ago. I know my voice sounds kind of rough right now, but... No, Tony's not on YouTube. I see a lot of people asking about Tony. How much money do I make per video? Get somebody who thinks I make no money and get somebody who thinks I make a lot of money, and it's probably somewhere in between that. This is the Hornet that I'm flying right now, the F-18. Which I would say of the modern stuff is probably my favorite. Army, crash right now if you love me. Thank you for the donation, but I don't know if I can hold you, I don't know if I can do that. Because then I'm just going to be sitting here like a doofus looking at a burnt crisp. I tell you what, at the end of this, when I'm about to be done with the stream, which will probably be relatively soon here, I'll slam into the ground. Chat, is this real? I hope it's real. I hope it's real. This game looks good, man. But yeah, so I figured if people are kind of curious as to what I'm doing, I just, once again, I figured people have been asking me to stream more, and I'm typically a little gun shy when it comes to streaming just because I don't really talk much when I'm playing games, you know. This is Track IR, not VR. I've played VR, DCS VR before, and I want to get more into it, but it's still a little, if you've played VR before, you know it can be a little like kind of on the blurry side. And so it's very immersive, but you can't see beyond like 5 miles in front of you. It's just like a big black dot, so. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Paul. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Have fun doing what you do at work. Make a War Thunder Squadron. It's not a bad idea, actually. Is this Iceland Part 2? We may end up going back to Iceland relatively soon. I'm not going to tell you guys when, because then I already know somebody would, like, send a bomb or something like that. How's my Beam and G look so good? I don't know. I normally just... if I'm being honest, whatever the games typically, like, put the graphics as, I don't typically mess around with them too much. I kind of just, you know, whatever's like default. Take the rest of my money, broke boy. Damn. Well, thank you, but if that's the rest of your money, I'd be a little concerned. Appreciate it, though, Army. Horror games. Yeah, I think, I enjoy horror games, but it's got to be kind of the right type. A lot of horror games these days are kind of just like copies of one another. They're almost like parodies just of like the genre itself. Yeah, Body Cam, I've seen that game. I think when it first came out, people were saying it wasn't really worth the price. It was like 30 something bucks. But I mean, yeah, if the reviews kind of turn around and people start to like it, I'll mention this off. I'm tired of seeing this gun sight. Then yeah, I would definitely play it. Am I enjoying my birthday so far? As much as I can. I'm sick right now. And I live on the East Coast, and we got some snow, so I was shoveling last night and, you know, trying not to slip and fall on ice and everything like that. Didn't Tony have a 2-sub special? Dude, Mupp, how do you, like, know all these things? Yeah, he did. Dude, Mupp, you might be the most, like, you might know, like, more lore than the average. You probably know more lore than the average person by a long shot. What VR do I have? I have the Index. It's old at this point. It's good. It's good, but at this point, I don't know that it's worth it. It was pricey even when it came out. Um, and now with like the MetaQuest stuff being so popular, you may want to look at other options. What graphics card do I have? I have the 3080, so it's a couple years old at this point, but very good graphics card. Runs pretty hot though, especially DCS. I'm putting my hand over my computer right now, and yeah, I can kind of warm my hands up with it. I am Nardwar. Dude, you might actually be. You work for like the FBI or something? Eastern Pennsylvania got like 3 inches. Yeah, sometimes the thing about it too is with the East Coast, the weather is so like it's sunny right now, but like it was sunny the day before and then it snowed yesterday and now it's sunny again. It's just kind of all over the place, and like you'll have nothing and then it'll snow and then it'll freeze in the night, make it really icy, and then the next day it starts to melt, which will just make it like black ice essentially. How many hours do I have in DCS? Probably close to 1,000 at this point. Are Tony and others going to celebrate my birthday? Well, I've gotten some birthday texts, if that's what you mean. I mean, once again, I'm sick right now, so if you're talking about being on games, I spend most of my days behind my computer, so I try to, like, during the days that I have off, like today, I try to not be on my computer, which is why I just kind of wanted to come on here for a little bit. Also, I'm running out of fuel in this plane, so pretty soon I'm going to have to crash anyways. Escape from Tarkov. I've played that before, and I think like one of the first few games we got a hacker and killed us and took all our stuff, so I would get it. I'm just not very good at it. And I see like all the videos, people like shooting people in the head, but like, what ammo type did you use? And it just like bounces off their forehead. Small spoiler for upcoming video. I would love to, except I have no idea what I'm going to edit. I really have no idea. I have a lot of footage backlog. We actually haven't played anything in a little bit, so I'm going to have to kind of pull some out of the reserves. Yeah, DCS is free. The modules are what you pay for. But the modules that come with the game are kind of either low fidelity or don't have guns, so they're not the most exciting. Goose, you keep saying to do a Cobra. Number one, I'm not even really sure how to do it. Number two, I'll definitely crash, so I'll try it at the end. Eject. What's my favorite game? And happy birthday. Well, thank you. And my favorite game is probably like all time. I don't know if I could give just one. Maybe like GTA 5 is up there for me. That was such a pivotal game for me, just because I've been playing it for over a decade. I remember the day that game came out and like being excited. I was definitely way too young to be playing it, but that game, Minecraft, I think I kind of grew up in the golden age for Minecraft as it came to the Xbox and playing split screen with friends and stuff like that. So that's definitely up there. Do I have a whole setup or is this keyboard and mouse? No, this is definitely not keyboard and mouse. I don't know how people play keyboard and mouse. I have a X52 with F18 Hornet, the Thrustmaster stick, and then some pedals, and then track IR. Which video of mine is my favorite? Ooh, that's a great question. Well, I definitely have kind of short-term memory as it comes to my videos, because I really can only recall ones from like the previous year or so. I'm a big fan of the Arma videos. I love those. I think those are some of the most like just genuine fun kind of ones that we did. I always love like putting like little surprises into my maps and then knowing that my friends are going to see it later. I think that's always fun. Do I go to the club every time in GTA? Yeah, I probably have, I don't know how many hours I have on GTA, probably just shy of 1,000. But yeah, I'd say probably 893 of those are just at the strip club alone, so. Let's see, somebody said, what's the best plane for starting DCS? Just whatever you're interested in. My very first plane was the F-15, the low fidelity one. And then the first full fidelity one was the F-14. That one's a little complicated, so I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend it. But just whatever you're interested in. If you're a big World War II plane person, or if you love helicopters, then I would say just pick whatever is going to interest you the most, because that's what's going to stick, you know? I think somebody wants me to eject, guys. You'd think that, like, he's just giving, like, subtitles for, like, the warning on the plane. Where you can buy the F-16. I like the idea. I love seeing comments of people on videos that are like, they'll go in there and they'll ask very specific questions. And so it'll just be like us flying like the F-16 or something like that. And they'll be like, what is the name of this keybind? How do I do this? How do I do that? And then people respond to it. It's very nice. It's fun. Have you ever thought about getting my pilot's license? Yeah, definitely. 100%. That's a goal in life that by the end of my life, I would definitely want to have it. Army, another dollar donation. I appreciate it, but I thought you said you were all out of money. Did you just like rob somebody for this? How did you get this? Appreciate it, Leech. Thank you for stopping by. This is just single player. I'm just kind of cruising around. I'm going to slam into the ground pretty soon here because I'm just about out of fuel. Let me afterburn. And then I'm going to go, I don't know, probably eat something, try to maybe take medicine or something like that, feel a little bit better. I don't feel that bad. I just, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. Sinuses, you know. How did I come up with the YouTube channel name? I was waiting for this question. This would be some lore, you know, hopefully only select group of however many people are in here right now will know this. So, back in 2000, when did Halo 3 come out? Micah, thank you for another donation, man. I appreciate it. Been such an inspiration for content. Happy birthday. Thank you, man. I always love when people, you know, when it kind of resonates with people like that. Even though it is, you know, gaming videos, I'm glad that you got something out of it. But yeah, the username. That was Halo 3. When that came out, there was a series of videos on YouTube called Halo 3 Driving School or something like that. And it was in like, I was addicted to that game when it first came out. That was when I got my first Xbox and I was playing it. And once again, I was probably too young to be playing this game. But I remember there was part of that video, it was like the second one or something like that. Part of that video, there's a guy that jumps up on the screen. They're in like a warehouse and he jumps up and he says, "Yo, my name's Antone Cup of Chili." And I don't know, I just took Cup of Chili and I needed like a name for Xbox like online. I was like Cup of Chili, Cap of Chili. Somehow that stuck. And yeah, that's kind of just, I've just been using that ever since. Frosty, appreciate the $10. Happy birthday. Keep up the hard work. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Please eject. This guy has never wanted to see me die harder. Okay, so now we got to take a vote though, because Army wants me to crash, but you want me to eject. So which one's it going to be? I mean, I guess I could do both by just ejecting and then crashing into a mountain, but 17-year-old video series. Oh my gosh, is it really that old? Yeah, see, now only you guys will know it. As if it's like, you know, I just told you where like the fountain of youth is or something, but stall, eject, crash, eject. I'm seeing a lot of eject. I think I'll try and give everybody a little bit of some. I'll eject into the side of this mountain, which is perfect. I'm running out of fuel. Land on the side of the mountain. I've seen some people do that where they come to a perfect stall and then just like belly land it perfectly. I don't think I have the skill for that. I've never done the selective jettison for flares. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to slam this into the side of this mountain. It's alright, we'll get a little bit of both. I'll eject and then it'll fly into the side of this mountain. This is like the end credits or something. Let's see, we got 200 pounds of fuel left. Perfect. Alright, hands off the stick. Am I planning to do a face reveal? Technically my face is already out there. So, Kanye Mountain, yeah. Oh, there goes the fuel. Alright, ejecting out. And What? Oh, splat. I was gonna say, did I miss? All right, well, there you go. And now I just float down. If somebody could come pick me up, that'd be great. I think the sun is going down. So, yeah, don't worry. I'm still alive. Yeah, if we ever go back to Iceland, I'll do something like that, like a little travel vlog type of thing. All right, guys. I'm going to turn off the stream. Thank you for everybody that has donated, that has come to chat. I'm going to try and start doing these more often. Maybe not specifically just like flying around, but yeah, you have an F-35? Perfect. Where's my head? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a good question, actually. I left it in the helmet. Rate geese from a scale from 1 to 10. I got attacked by geese as a kid, so I don't have the best memory. I don't have the best association there.